so thank you. So in this video, we are going to talk about one of the things that really just like messes with your brain during pageant interview, and that is the idea of comparison. So, hey, we've all been there, right? When you walk into a pageant and you're looking around at all of the other contestants, especially in orientation, and you're like, oh, her hair is so beautiful, and that girl's got her nails done, oh, and you're like just worried about, oh, that one's done so much more with her platform, and all these thoughts get into our head, right? So in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to leave all that stuff at the door so that you don't take it in the interview room with you, because that stuff can kill you in the interview room. So I want you to get rid of it before you even walk in. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today in this video. And at the end, I'm going to give you some even more resources to get more free pageant interview training. So before we dive in, one thing I always love to do is to share this video. So I'm gonna share it on my profile, and I would love if you share it on yours. You can just go to where the comments are just below this video. There's a like square share button there. You can click that and it'll share it directly to your page. So please don't keep me a secret, please share. So while we're doing this, you can go ahead and do it now too if you would like. Oh, here it is, share on your timeline. Okay, post, all right. So my name is Alycia Darby, and I'm a pageant coach. I've been coaching women for the last 10 years. I started myself as a pageant contestant and then got into coaching more and more and realized that I was sort of like being a guinea pig on myself. I was testing things in the field, and then I was discovering what was working for me, sharing it with women and realizing it was working for them, and started to build strategies around that. And that's what has led me now to today. I share those strategies on a weekly podcast. It is still the #1 iTunes pageant podcast, and you can find it on iTunes, but you can also find it at winapageant.com. And so I'm sharing those tips with people every single week because my true belief is that God has given you a dream. And when God gives you a dream, He gives you the resources and the skills and the circumstances to make that dream a reality. And I've found that there are so many things that hold women back from actually seeing that reality come true because of fear, because of lack of understanding or knowledge or truth. And so my goal, I believe that I'm called to share that truth with you so that you really have an understanding of how you can accomplish the dream that God's given you. Okay, so let's dive in. So as I mentioned, today's training is all about comparison. And this is something that women around the world are plagued with. No matter how beautiful, no matter how successful a woman is, still we find ourselves kind of in this battle with ourselves against one another. So I shared with you at the beginning of this video about the idea of pageant women walking into an orientation setting. So if you've competed in pageant before, you know this, that you kind of show up to orientation and you, of course, are like looking sharp, you're looking your best, you really prepared your makeup to look just perfect, your hair is like perfect pageant hair, you picked out this really perfect outfit, you love it. And then you show up and you start looking around and noticing everybody else around you, and you start saying in your own mind, she's better than me because of this, and she's better than me because of that, and this one has got this going for her, and this one's got this going for her. And when our eyes are focused on everybody else, we start to judge ourselves very harshly, and we compare ourselves against what we see their best to be and what we believe our worst to be, rather than focusing, of course, on our best. So what I want to share with you today is how to erase that. So when you show up for your actual pageant interview, that isn't a part of you. So I want to share with you a truth, which is, and I'm sharing with you something that I think you're going to already know, and you're going to be like, oh, I know, Alycia, but how do I overcome this? Okay. So the truth is that you are given at birth a unique set of skills and a unique set of qualities about you. These we call gifts. So these are like presents to you, gifts that you have to share with the world. They're designed, when you're blessed, you're designed to be blessed to be a blessing to someone else. So if you are given a unique set of gifts that are designed to share with the world, you are also given a unique set of circumstances. So this is like, you know how you've talked to someone before and like they just don't get it, or you can't fully, it's not like you're living someone else's life from them. So sometimes it's really hard for someone to really get you, like to fully understand what you really mean when you're trying to say something, right? That's your unique set of circumstances. So you have a unique set of skills, gifts that you are given. You have a unique set of circumstances, and you have a unique dream, a calling on your life. This is all by design, okay? God gives you each of these elements because he has a plan for your life. He needs you to do something. So God's not going to give you a dream and then be like, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, you can't ever achieve that, right? Like, that would be ridiculous, okay? God gives you a dream with the idea that you are going to use your skill set and you're going to use your unique set of circumstances and apply the resources and everything that he brings to your life. You're going to be able to use all of those things to accomplish the dream inside of you. So let me apply this to pageantry. When you show up at pageant orientation, you look around the room and you say, okay, all of these other girls want the same thing I want. Like they all want to be crowned Miss title holder. But that's not so true, because I bet if you really asked yourself, why are you really competing in this pageant? It's probably not about, I want the crown. Like, I just want to be Miss America. I just want to be, Miss USA. Of course, that's a part of it, right? But what it's more about, I'm guessing, if God gave you a dream, it's probably bigger than just, I want to be Miss America, okay? I want you to dig deeply right now. I want you to look at, okay, of all of the things that God has blessed me with, the skill set that I have that's unique, the circumstances that I'm living, and the extremely unique dream that you have on your heart, why is it that you actually want to win this pageant? It's probably because you are blessed and you want to be a blessing. Even if your blessing was something that was maybe something really tough that you went through, that you overcame, and you're like, people need to know this. Like, I have to tell this story. Maybe it's something that you feel like you're the only person that's speaking about this, and your unique circumstances are allowing your voice to be heard. Those are the real reasons. I just want to put you in check right now, because I don't want you thinking, I'm just after the crown. You're probably not. There's probably more to it, because if God gave you a dream, it's not just, I'm going to be Miss America, okay? You're going to do something with that title, okay? So when you show up into your interview room, the reason we compare ourselves, like the reason we're like, oh, she's so beautiful and that one's so much better than me. We tell ourselves this wacko stuff, right? We do. I do too. We all do, okay? When this stuff happens, what I need for you to do is go circle back to your unique set of skills, your unique set of circumstances, and your unique dream. There will be nobody else at your pageant that has those three things. Now, you may or may not actually communicate those. Thanks for that thumbs up there. You may or may not actually communicate those three things to the judges. I've got a whole system of how you actually communicate to the judges. So you don't have to say, my unique this and my unique this. And you're not going to actually, like, that's going to be like robotic and annoying to the judges, okay? There's a whole different way to artfully, really communicate yourself to the judges. But you need to know that, thank you, love. I see that heart coming through. Thank you. But your unique set of everything of who you are is going to be the thing that the judges are going to be attracted to. So what happens when people don't know about this is that they show up and they already feel insignificant and insecure. So I'm speaking from experience. I've been there, like where I showed up at my very first pageant, and this was my very first state pageant. I came from a preliminary pageant that was by thanks, Cheyenne. That was by a, it was in a farmer town. I grew up in this farmer town in Pennsylvania. It was a very well attended pageant, but it wasn't, I see your comments coming through. Courtney, I'll address your comments at the end of the video, okay? So if you guys have questions and stuff, please feel free to go ahead and comment there, but I'll address them at the end because I really want you to get this training and really understand this. So, okay, so here I am in farmer town. So of course I show up to the state pageant and I'm thinking in my head, everyone else is better than me. Everyone else has more schooling than I'd had thus far. Everyone else has been in pageants before. This is my very first time in a pageant. Like, what could I possibly even think and do here, right? So I'm thinking of all these things, and I show up to my interview, and I'm already this big, because I'm like, I just shouldn't even be here, okay? That's not the way to win a freaking pageant, okay? Instead, you've got to anchor back. You've got to anchor back to, okay, why am I actually here? When this clicked for me, and this will click for you too, when you click into, oh, I get it. My dream isn't about, oh, I just want a beautiful crown on my head. My dream is truly about changing the world. Like, I want to impact people in ways that they aren't going to be able to be impacted by anyone else here. Like, that's your true calling. That is why you're going to win your pageant, not because of that girl's hair is better, or your hair is better than that girl, or your makeup's perfect and hers isn't, or you have the best wardrobe or whatever. Of course, we want to still have the whole package, right? But really, the thing that's going to set you apart is not how you compare to all these women, but it's the unique set of skills, the dream that you have to actually accomplish with this title, and the circumstances that of your life. Those unique things that no one else will have that exact same combination. When that aligns with exactly what the pageant needs at that time, that's when it's like, he will make your path straight. You've heard that saying, right? That when you lean not on your own understandings, but on his and God's, he will make your path straight. And that is so stinking true. I've seen that unfold in my life time and time again when I'm just like, okay, all I have to do is quit comparing myself to all these girls. When it's my turn, God's going to dust it all away. You've still got to put in the work. Don't think it's going to be a magic fairy that's going to dust the path, okay? You've still got to put in the work to make your dream a reality. God's going to do what he can do supernaturally, but I need you to do what you can do in the natural, okay? So you got to do what you can do on earth. It's your hands and your feet getting to work, okay? And when you do, he will make your path straight. Now, he can't make a path for a car that's not moving. You've got to be moving. You got to be going, okay? You still have to be in the driver's seat. You got to be plunging forward. You have to be reaching that goal. He's going to give you the resources that you need. He's already given you exactly what you need. And the key beyond anything is that he has given you the dream. God has given you a dream. He's not going to leave you high and dry. But you've got to put in the work. He's going to put resources in front of you. He's going to put skills. He's going to give you the opportunity to learn certain things. He's going to give you circumstances in your life that are going to allow you to like level up, to get you to the point that you truly need to be in to achieve your great dream. Okay? How do you feel about that? Isn't that exciting? Like, oh my gosh, you're going to get there. Like, oh, it's so awesome that it's like so close. You're right there. Okay, so I promised you that at the end of the video, I'm going to answer some questions here. And I also want to share with you where you can get more training around pageant interview. So Courtney, your question is, how do I personally get coached by you? Thank you so much. I'm honored, and I would totally love to work with you. Here's your first step. Tomorrow, Saturday, I am hosting a full, I call it a master class because it is a full class. It will likely take at least an hour. I would give yourself a little buffer time in case I go over. If I'm on a roll, man, I'll just keep going. So it's a full hour of pageant interview training. That is the first way that you can connect, Courtney. And for anyone else, I'm going to put a link in the description. In fact, it should be there now in this description of this video, where you can register for the class. And basically that just means you get access to a workbook. So you're going to show up at class tomorrow. It's going to be at this same time, noon, but Pacific time. Okay, so Pacific time, I live in San Diego, sunny San Diego. And so if you're on the East Coast, it'll be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? So Courtney, I'm glad you already signed up. That's awesome. I can't wait to see you there. So here's the thing. Tomorrow when we do that master class, I always want to give you your next step, okay? So I'm never just going to be like, okay, see you later, like nothing else to do. I'm going to say, okay, now here's what to do next. So you're going to have an opportunity at that point to say, okay, am I ready for more coaching from her? The reason that I do this is because I'm really only wanting to work with the women that are so ready to just dive in, okay? So if that's you, if you're truly like, okay, I'm committed to this, I want this, I know that I got to do the work and I want to, and I'm like ready to chase my dreams, because it takes that, okay? You're not just going to like become Miss America tomorrow because you did nothing, okay? Women put in a ton of work. They compete in pageants forever. I'm going to actually slice that time down because I'm just going to teach you exactly what you need to know. These are the things I wish I knew when I first started. So I'm going to give you that in the masterclass and then as a part of my coaching program. So I'm going to share with you more about how you can get involved in that tomorrow. The reason that this is all coming together is because I'm actually launching a brand new interview course, and it's everything about interviews. So I am like full right now, like totally filled up with interview coaching. It's like seeping through my veins right now. So that's why I just like can't wait to share things with you. So tomorrow is the masterclass. Go ahead and sign up at the link That's going to take you to, you're going to enter your email address. It's going to email you the actual workbook. And I think it's going to actually take you to a site that explains the details of the full, like how to log in and where to get notifications and all of those things. So you'll get the whole scoop there. And then I will see you live on Facebook. It's from the winapageant.com Facebook page. So I'll see you live there on Saturday tomorrow. Suitable for teens also. Sue is asking, is this going to be suitable for teens? Yes, 100%. I would love that. So most of my coaching is directed to adults because mostly adults are the ones that are like truly ready to like dive in. Like they're like, okay, I'm ready to put in the work. But teens, many teens, I have worked with many teens that are at that same place where they're like, yep, okay, let's do this. It really has to come from the contestant herself. If you've got a teen, Sue, then if you maybe are a teen or if you have a daughter or someone, it might be really great to work alongside a parent or a mentor or someone just to be able to bounce ideas off of, okay? Because my courses are very high level and they're in depth, okay? Because they really want to level up your life. I want to take you to a whole new level. So is it suitable for teens? Yes, as long as it's a teen that's like truly ready to get it, okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow on the live masterclass. It's going to be like tons of fun. I've been setting up, I have like an easel. You know what an easel is? Like the thing that's like you put it on a stand, and because I'm going to be like working in here, I'm going to have a whiteboard and stuff. We're going to be going through all kinds. It's going to be so much fun. I'll answer lots of questions and share with you tons more about pageant interviews. So thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, it's not between you and that girl and you and that girl. It's like, come on, let go of all the comparison. That's really what I want you to do. And I want you to focus on your gifts, the dream, the ultimate dream. Really, what are you after here? And then your unique set of circumstances. And tomorrow we're going to talk about how all that stuff aligns and how you give it to your judges. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.